Thank you very much for joining me. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields. I hope you had a great Easter. Now I want to track a couple things. Down the road, a high chance of rain for parts of the Gulf of Mexico and Western Caribbean, which is a change. That's where it's been way too dry in the Western Caribbean. We have an old front moving through Bermuda as expected with some rain, draped back through the Bahamas into the southern Gulf near the Bay of Campeche. So northern zones of the Caribbean up through the Bahamas, a better chance of some rain. But down the road, a very progressive system, more and more, or pattern I should say, more and more systems coming from the United States, southern United States back into Mexico, and that will pull into the Gulf of Mexico. And in the Gulf, eventually, there could be a little bit of a spin up. I'm not seeing any signs of anything tropical in nature trying to spin up, but there is that possibility that right here, Bay of Campeche, something may try to flare up a little bit and then swing a better chance of rain to parts of Mexico, Belize, Honduras down the road. I want to show you that. Let me show you what's going on now. Flare up of some rain and storms over toward Colombia. Still seeing some of the overcast conditions, or at least some extra clouds at times near the ABC Islands, Trinidad and Tobago, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Grenada. We have some extra cloud cover, not as much. Again, the Western Caribbean, very quiet, but near this front that's up to the north, that's where we're going to have a better chance of getting some of that rain as we go over the next couple days. So again, Cayman Islands, Jamaica, Haiti, a higher chance of some rain. Same thing as we get over toward Puerto Rico and Antigua and Barbuda, that rain chance will be elevated. So let me take you out in time, show you what we're seeing, and again, what I'm going to be seeing and watching for you, track in the next few days. Now, this is today. I mentioned that old front, so a higher chance of rain, Bahamas, especially central northern Bahamas, back through Florida, northern Gulf of Mexico, up through Bermuda, but closer to that front. As you get toward Cuba, the Cayman Islands, Jamaica, Haiti, Dominican Republic, we were talking about this together last week, a better chance of getting some rain. So our northern zones. By tomorrow, generally the same thing, but you see some of the extra rain back through parts of the Gulf of Mexico. Spotty shower Belize, but for the most part, this holds off to the north and west. Again, we have a lot of wildfires going, watching everything for us. In the Eastern Caribbean, I'm going to dive into some of those forecasts, Trinidad and Tobago, St. Lucia, Barbados, rain chance pretty minimal. Now, let me take you out in time. This is Wednesday, seeing some of that rain again. The Bahamas, some of the same spots getting rain. Still not a lot. Nicaragua, Honduras, Guatemala, El Salvador, and Belize. Jamaica, Cayman Islands, spotty shower. But let me take you way out in time into the end of the week and stop the clock here. This is by the time we get into Friday. Now, by Friday, watching a couple fronts moving through the United States, still over toward Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, Haiti, over toward Cuba, a better chance of rain. Jamaica, spotty showers, hit or miss. St. Lucia, Martinique, Dominica, over toward Barbados. Now, this is Friday, but look what happens. Now, I'm going to take you into the weekend and stop it here. This is what I'm watching very carefully, because look at this. In the Gulf of Mexico on Sunday, a buildup of moisture. Some of the models every now and then want to make this kind of spinning a little bit more, trying to flare up a subtropical system. So that's not quite tropical in nature, but nonetheless something to watch. So I'll keep an eye on that. But either way, whatever happens here tries to dive some of that moisture you see into the Western Caribbean by the time we get into early next week. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, Western Caribbean, a better chance of rain. Again, we haven't had a whole lot whatsoever, so I'll be watching this. I'll be seeing if anything spins up here. Every now and then the models try to spin something up over toward the Bahamas, so I'll keep an eye on that. But either way, this is the sector I'll be watching, and then that will dive some of that rain back toward parts of the Yucatan of Mexico and Belize by next week. So I just wanted to look ahead because it's going to be a very active pattern. If anything tries to spin, I'll let you know. So Belize, rain chance staying generally low. By the middle of the week, that rain chance will get up to about a 30% chance. So again, bumping up the rain chance, but it's next week when that rain chance gets a lot higher. So I'll keep an eye out for that. So Belize, again, a 10% chance of a shower today, a 20% chance tomorrow, and then a 30% chance by the time we get into Wednesday. Now, Jamaica, that rain chance stays elevated. We're closer to that front, right? That front up to the north. So today and tomorrow, 50% chance of rain. Wednesday, about a 40% chance of rain. So generally an elevated rain chance. That doesn't mean we're going to be seeing a washout all week, but that rain chance will stay on the higher side for Jamaica. Get you back here into Puerto Rico. Rain chance today, again, closer to the front. A 50% chance, dropping off some though by tomorrow. Tomorrow, about a 30% chance, but spotty showers over Puerto Rico, the British Virgin Islands, U.S. Virgin Islands as we take it through the week. And then I'll keep an eye on what happens next week, how close some of that rain from the Gulf of Mexico moves in. But at least to start the week, an elevated chance of rain for my friends in Puerto Rico, and then starting to drop off some as we swing through the end of the week. All right, moving ahead, let's get a look at the forecast here. And again, a minimal chance as we work our way into the Eastern Caribbean. Dominica, a 10% chance of rain today, and swinging back toward Trinidad and Tobago, a 10% chance of rain today, a 20% chance both tomorrow into Wednesday. So you see that rain chance staying pretty limited as we work our way into the Eastern Caribbean. That rain chance is just not too high. And then down the road, I'll be watching over toward the Gulf of Mexico to see if anything will be spinning. But Trinidad and Tobago, especially Western Trinidad, we've had those wildfires around. So I'm going to keep an eye out for that wildfire threat very carefully. Wildfires have been an issue. I'll watch out for some areas of smoke. So tracking the spotty showers mainly north today, monitoring the smoke and wildfires, big fronts up to the north that will eventually drop into the Gulf. I'll watch out for any signs of Gulf spin up over toward the Bay of Campeche, and I'll put together a seaweed update, the sargassum out there, a seaweed update for you. Thank you for being part of this channel. Again, I hope you had a great weekend, a great Easter, and have a good day ahead.